Okay, so in the workshop, first of all, my apologies. This is going to be another one take video like the last 2 days. My MacBook Pro is still in the computer shop being fixed, so I have no access to editing software. Well, I could have access, I could do it on my sort of old laptop, Windows laptop, but it would be so frustrating. Yeah, I'd rather just do a video like this. Anyway, what I have to show you today is, again, spinners. You know, like these things, if you've been watching the last few days, you'll know I've been prototyping, so we can get the light good for you. There we go. Prototyping this kind of thing. So this is titanium spinner. So it just spins like so. Fidget toy. So this was a very rough prototype I've just been sort of working with the last few days. This here is a similar one, just a little bit lighter, different shape, and I've been spending my time studying online, I say studying, I should use the word being completely obsessed, because that's what it's been. I got no work done on my business today at all. I didn't answer emails, I didn't do any designing, I just read, watched and played with these spinners, just like studied YouTube videos, everything, just obsessed. But it's okay, you know, I can live with that. It's just my style. Anyway, what I have been learning over the last few days with this spinner is, you know, like there's different weight, you know, weight's important, where the weight is, the length of it, where your finger spins it. You know, like I used to think it spun. I used to think, you know, your finger would spin it like down here at the end. Let's see if I can show you this. I used to think that was where you'd spin it, but it's not actually the case. Where you spin it is, if you look where my finger is there, you see it's right down, it's right in the middle. So to get a fast spin, you're get a light better. To get a fast spin, you're doing it right down in the middle there. Oh, look at that, I've got a white background for you. So, what I want to show you is, I've got a better idea of where the weight needs to be distributed and that kind of thing now, and the size. And so these were the very first prototypes. The next ones, still waterjet cut, still ugly as hell, still hand grinding, bearings just sort of, that's actually blue tack. I'm serious here. I had to use blue tack for that one because that bearing, yeah, I ran out of bearings. And anyway, ugly prototypes, that's the way I do things, because I just want to test it and you know, proof of concept as quickly as possible, and then get on to the next prototype or you know, whatever needs to be changed or modified. So what I'm going to do is show you what I waterjet cut today. So bear with me a second. Get this camera set up on the bench. So hopefully that should work. Right, here we go. So got a whole bunch of stuff. My father went over to the new workshop where the waterjet cutter is, and he cut these designs for me. I designed these, I drew these on CAD yesterday and this morning. Straighten this up a bit. So as you can see, a whole bunch of different parts. Now these are all different thicknesses. So you've got 2.5 mil, and then we've got, sorry, I'm going to get this to focus. So we've got 2.5 mil and we've got 4 mil thicknesses, and we've got different sizes. We've got this size, we've got this size, and then we've got, I should have a baby size somewhere. Here we go. So this size is kind of, I thought might be too big, and so I made this a little bit smaller, and I thought, well, let's just see how small we can go. And so that's it there, but that's way too small. I mean, when you look at that in your finger, that's just gonna be a spinner that's too small. This one might work, that might be okay, and this one might just be okay. Now what I'm going to show you very briefly is why I've got different shapes. So this is like the middle component for the prototype. This is like an outer component, and on the other side, again, let's find a piece that will go like that. So very roughly, Let's get these lined up. So this is too thick, this one, but that's roughly kind of what I'm aiming for. So hopefully you can sort of see that. So I would hold it in the middle and just be spinning it kind of like that. So you can hopefully you can see this curve here is where my finger can catch. Yeah, I'm not really. Oh, cut some custom washers as well. Look at that. You can see that. Focus. Come on, focus. There we go. So little custom washers, and yeah, you know what? Let's bring you back to me. It's a little bit difficult. It's a little bit difficult to sort of explain it just like that. I will almost certainly be getting my MacBook Pro back tomorrow, and so I will do videos tomorrow with the intention that I can edit them and upload them as normal tomorrow. I think I will just call it a day at that. I mean, you've seen all these things. What I'll do is I will put it together, you know, screw it together and actually show you it working hopefully tomorrow. I've come into the workshop right now just to sort of grind the edges and that kind of thing. So I'll do that, and hopefully I'll have at least one, hopefully two or more complete of these new prototypes for you tomorrow, because I'm finding it tough to actually explain to you because I know this is one take and you know I can't. Anyway, I will leave you with a quote. It's a quote that I've told you before. I know I've told it to you before, but it's so good, and I believe it's from Henry Ford, and he said, most people, well, what was it again? Hold on, bear with me. This is the problem of not editing. I'll paraphrase it. It's by Henry Ford, and he said, most people miss opportunity because it is dressed in overalls and looks like hard work.